Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today also it's a Tower of Deception video, like now stage 30 and hidden chamber 6 we'll see in this video. There are no stage tags, like one is, I think this was earlier also there, like which reduces like the boss waiting stage. Okay, so basically there are two bosses. One is mm, Baron. I don't remember who it is. There are two bosses. One is Abomination and second one is who I forgot. Okay, both of them, we need to kill both of them. So basically, they will wait for some amount of time so that you can kill them like easily. But this reduces that wait time basically. And then star PSs. So basically, star PSs are good on this stage. So without star PSs, like a 30% less damage. It is fine. We can manage that, not an issue. So this is a team I'm going in with. So this team, like I'll show first, and then I'll show a team with Ingrid. Okay, if you have Ingrid, then there is like she's kind of a cheat code. Like she handles like almost everything in the stage, and she's very good. Okay, so first I'll show without Ingrid. So without Ingrid, you need one great AoE damage dealer. Like I'm going with Nesha. You can use Kigiri as well if you have. Maybe you can use Hatsuit, like any AoE damage dealer. Okay, so preferably I think Nesha or Kigiri should be, if you have either of them, that should be fine. But just use like any of them you have. Maybe Hatsuit also can be a great idea, like with her ultimate, like and all those things. But I'm using Nesha. But anyone can be used. So here, Aracha is just for the load bonus. You can use EOR. If you use EOR, then it's better. Like you don't need Silas. You can use EOR as well instead of Silas. This is a gear on her. And I'm using Silas to nuke down the boss. Even though like I have 30% damage reduction, I'm able to still kill the boss, but uh, it's fine, not an issue. And this is his artifact. And I'm using Van Helsing for AoE damage. He's in I think he should be like I don't know where I put his gear. He should be in better gear. Okay, let me put this one for time being. I'll put him in Cataclysm, but it is fine. Like whatever gear he is in, it's not an issue. 17k attack and crit damage, whatever. Okay, so he is just to put on the side. If you have Nyx, you can put Nyx as well. And I'm using Elovin as a healer here. She's having good stats, but whatever. And Brokir is my backup tank. Okay, so if you want, you can use him as a tank as well, but I'm using him as a backup because I'm using Talon as the tank. If you don't have Talon, use Brokir as the tank or like whoever is your best tank. And Leia, I'm just using for the Lord bonus and basically as the second healer. If you are not using a Lord, just bring in a better healer, maybe Nerissa or whoever it is. And here, Leo-chan is just to provide invigoration. You can take back her like once her job is done and put a healer. Draelin is kind of the secondary healer. If you don't have Draelin, it is fine. You can put anyone. That should be not an issue. Just put another tank instead of Draelin or Higiri or anyone. And like I told, Nesha is my AV damage dealer. She is in Ageless Wrath. I think she needs to be in better gear. I switched it to someone. But this is fine, like 21k attack and artifact. And finally, Talon is in Soulbound Arcana. Okay, so I'll show the thing and I'll show Ingrid's gear also. Like I'll use Ingrid in the next. Like I'll put chapters. If you want to see the Ingrid one, you can just go. Ingrid one is very easy. This is the stats like high attack speed and like attack bonus. And she has this tier of delight as well. Okay, let me start. Like the BP requirement is 900k, so this stage is kind of tough if you don't have good gear or like at least a couple or three Soulbound Arcana, Cataclysm, and all that. It becomes very difficult. Okay, so here towards the start, I'm placing my Nesha. If you have Kigiri, you can place him as well. It's because like I want to build up the ultimate, so I'm placing like this so that like she can target the flying enemies also coming from here. Okay, if you are placing Kigiri somewhere here, like you need to take down your Silas and place him for the flying enemies. You just wait. Mm, we just wait, and once we have Tolkos, we place Silas down here for the boss. So when these enemies are coming near to Nesha, you can trigger his ultimate. So Nesha is will delete it. Okay, so if you are having some issues, just place a tank first and then place Nesha later. Okay, so that will be the state. And now this boss will be coming to our range and will trigger Silas. So Silas is not able to kill the boss on his own because of that 30% damage reduction. So that's why like we are using Nesha also to like kill. If you see like we still have half of the time left. Okay, meanwhile you should have placed this guy, okay, and then place a healer. You can trigger his ultimate. Basically, one guy will survive, but that is fine. He can kill that later. And like you can place your tank, whoever it is. Here it is Stalin for me. I am placing Stalin as the tank, and you just wait. Maybe like if you don't have, like let's say you can remove your Silas here, okay, let it be, and put down a healer. We'll put Silas here later, if, like for this purpose of meanwhile, like this guy destroys all those things, you can place down your Drelin or any other attacker or whoever it is like you want. You can place that. If you don't have Drelin, just place another attacker. That is fine. And you just wait. This part is fine. We just wait and maybe like for some damage you can put Aracha as well so that like Aracha might die if you put can use the ultimates. Okay, just place Aracha also for some damage basically till we get Silas back. Okay, ideally you should not have taken back Silas but it is fine. Maybe let's see like if we can do it without Silas. I think without Silas also it's doable. So not that much of an issue. So Van Helsing should execute that guy. So execute feature from Van Helsing is kind of really good. Okay, so our Talon will die, but it is fine. You can put like down your this one. I'll take back Dio-chan and I'll put Silas here like this for more damage. I'll use the ultimates to kill this guy. So Abomination like does good enough damage actually. So if you if you want, you can place your Silas there itself so that he kind of like kills Abomination, but it is fine, not an issue. Like we have handled that pretty much. Uh, we'll just wait. Currently, we'll not do anything. Now we are towards the last stage, so this fine. We can trigger its ultimate. Whatever ultimates we have, we can trigger. We'll just wait for Silas ultimate. So when these guys are coming, you can trigger Van Helsing and Elovin. We just need to do maximum damage to these guys. Just we might die, but it is fine. We can trigger Nesha's ultimate. Yeah, we just died, but it is not an issue. Let's put Aracha down so that like she is the target, and then maybe like I'll put Tal in here. So it is fine. Like we'll be able to kill all of them. Only this guy is remaining. He will also be able to. Will also be able to kill that guy. Yeah, let me put it into X. So basically, like we should be able to kill him like once he gets in the range. But that's basically it. Like you just mix and match with your heroes whenever they die, depending on your healing and all those things. It changes. Okay, so like I told, Nesha did most of the damage, and these are the other damages. Okay, so that's how you clear the stage. It's not easy, but it can be done in this way. You can use Kigiri as well. And now, like I'll show Ingrid, I am just replacing Leia with Ingrid, and it's basically that easy. So we just wait and I'll place down my Ingrid first. So Ingrid takes care of this AoE units. So if your Ingrid is not strong enough, just play someone else first, maybe a Talon or a Defender. Seeing like everything is being taken care, so that's that much easy. Now I am just placing a Talon here, and maybe let me see. Yeah, she got it. That is fine. What is this? Okay, that is fine. Whatever, let it be. Not an issue. We'll place Nesha like earlier. So we may not be able to kill this guy because like we don't have that damage. So even if you don't kill that guy, it is fine. If you don't kill that guy, don't place your Van Helsing. Let it be like that. Ingrid will kill these guys, so that is fine. If you are able to kill, just place your Van Helsing, so that is fine. So meanwhile, if you see like everything else is taken care by Ingrid, just place your Elovin also for Van Helsing so that he doesn't die. And then put Draelin for the heal or any other healer here if you want. I'm just using Draelin, you can use any other healer. Just use Van Helsing's ultimate for the second set of guys. Okay, only one guy is there, but that is fine. He'll be executed, not an issue. Now, when you see these flying guys, maybe if you want, you can put an Aracha just for the damage, even if like it's not there, it is fine. Now you can. Who died? Aracha died, but that is fine. You can trigger your ultimates. Basically, you just ignore the flying guys and everything. It's basically Ingrid will take care. And if you need more support for Abomination, just place down your Silas or whoever you have. Basically, that's not needed. But if you need, you can place down a Silas or whoever you want. Just trigger Silas ultimate so that Abomination, when he is back, like he will be like, okay, so this guy will be executed. So the execute from Van Helsing is kind of good. Okay, so if you are Drelin and Talon dies, just put down your Brokir. So that's why Brokir is there as the backup. Okay, sometimes he like does too much damage and dies. So that is fine. Currently, we don't have a healer, but it's okay. We'll manage without the healer. If you want trigger ultimate from Silas, but ideally, like Ingrid should do it. But in case if you want, that is fine. Now you can trigger Van Helsing to do some damage, but whatever is done is done. We'll wait for either you can place down Draelin, otherwise like our Nesha will die. But even if she dies, it is fine. You can place a healer also here. You can trigger whatever ultimates you have. Even if this guy dies, it's fine. Yeah, he executed it, but even if like it's not able to execute, it's not an issue. Yeah, basically that's it with Ingrid. Ingrid, like you don't even need Nesha also if you have Ingrid. Okay, so Ingrid does most damage. Without Nesha also it is doable. That's it with the stage. And Hidden Chamber 6 also, it's similar story like Grim Feast. I don't know what Grim Feast is. Grotesque. Where is Grotesque? Where is Grim Feast? I'm not sure what Grim Feast is, but let it be. So reduces damage dead by Supreme Arbiters, but it is fine. So I am going in with similar teams. Like if you want, like here, you can bring in a Talon instead of Kigiri or Wukong. If you don't have both, you can bring in any one of them. That is fine, not an issue. And then as healer also, like let it be, you can bring in any healer. Like let me bring in Erlis. Okay. And who you can bring in Yuri. Like you are not using Ingrid, you can use Yuri. Okay, here also I'll show both the teams. I think here we need gear for Yuri in Soulbound Arcana and Wukong and Kigiri both in Soulbound Arcana. Great gear, but you don't need that great. Okay, so they are just kind of a backup. So, like I told, if you don't have Kigiri, you can use Stalin, you can use Nesha, or like whatever you feel. Okay, I think all the other gear I have showed earlier. You can use like EOR instead of Aracha, then you can remove like one of them. If you have EOR, is kind of good. Okay, so we just start. So first I'll show without Ingrid. Even though Ingrid is in the team, I'm just like using for the load bonus. So we just wait. Here the cost generation issue is there. So it is kind of slow, but it is fine. First we put down our Kigiri like this. I'll not use his ultimate unless and until it's needed. If it's not needed, I'll not use. So my Kigiri is AFI, so he is able to kill them like one by one. So if you want, you just use his ultimate, otherwise don't use. So he killed them without the ultimate. So once you kill all these enemies, like these enemies will come. So that's why I didn't use the ultimate so that I have time to get my Silas. Next, you can put your Yuri down here. If you are facing issue with Silas, just place your Wukong first. I don't have any issues with Silas. So that's why I didn't place Wukong. Otherwise, just place your Wukong like this. So that whoever is coming, like they can be done with uh, Wukong's ultimate. Now we just wait. We'll not trigger Yuri's ultimate as of now. We'll just wait. So with Yuri also it is kind of strange. If Yuri kills this guy, if your Yuri is strong enough and he kills that guy, then that is done. Like the second guy you won't be able to kill. You can maybe use Yuri's ultimate, whatever. Okay, Kigiri or anything to kill this growth stuck fiends. Okay, that is fine, not an issue. Into X, we just wait. When these guys come, you just trigger your Silas. If your Silas is able to kill them, it is fine. Otherwise, just trigger your Wukong as well. And then just put down a healer for Silas so that he doesn't die. But it's fine. If you want, you can use this cost generator. I'm not using currently. So here I'll use Wukong's ultimate for the first guy. And for the second guy, I'll use Kigiri's ultimate. Meanwhile, you can use Yuri's ultimate to kill those guys. Like there will be three guys. So you can use Yuri's ultimate and try to kill like all, but you maybe one will survive, but it is fine. We'll see that later. You can use Silas ultimate here. So if your heroes are strong enough, you should survive. Otherwise, like you can uh, try to win it here. Okay, with Kigiri and Wukong. So Ingrid one I am not showing. For Ingrid, just use like Ingrid in place of Yuri. Okay, so that's it. I don't think like it needs to be shown. Everything else is same. So instead of Yuri, you can place Ingrid and it will be easier. Even if Ingrid dies, like it's Wukong Kigiri, so you can. There is one more spot left. You can put one more healer to them. Maybe like a Lily, so that like even if they die, they come back and an Earlis is already there. So just use that and do it. Okay, so that's it with this video. Thanks for watching. These stages are getting tough. Like if you don't have certain heroes or good heroes and good gear, it's very difficult. So yeah, that's it with these stages. And thanks for watching. And please let me know the comments.